morning. It's the middle of March. It is 29 degrees outside at the moment, but it's going to get warmer this afternoon. This is a big day. I am moving the birds today. If I can get them organized by about noon or 1 p.m., and then they'll have 6 hours or so to settle in before it starts to become evening, which I think is enough time to get comfortable. But I got a lot to do. First thing, our daily chores. Once I get the morning chores done, I'm going to go into the aviary and just double check it one more time, get seed dishes ready to go, get the warming area ready to go. I'm going to actually put my little capture cage on these guys first, and if I get lucky and they go exploring, if I put a nest in there and millet and things, they often go exploring, I can catch them without actually netting them. I'd like to do toenails for the parrotfinches before I move them in. So many things. Hi. Hi, Tristan. I know, I'm coming. I've been waiting for a little sound. I've been waiting for let's call it 5 months or so to move them back into the aviary. So I have to I'm really excited. And I have to kind of settle down and just be methodical about it and not do anything stupid. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Don't do anything stupid. I know, just settle down. It's all very distracting and weird. I get it, guys. Okay, everybody needs to be out at this side. Everybody out. That. That's how I do that. Okay, finish water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're good. Okay, so stopping to think for a second. Fresh water, fresh egg food, fresh kale. I'm not going to clean anything at the moment. Need to hook up the transfer cage to these guys. The reason I'm doing these guys first is because Tristan is a really good patriarch. He gets along with everybody. He doesn't sort of correct the other birds unnecessarily, but say if Peter and Molly try and steal his food, because he knows how to, say with the mealworms, he picks them up. He knows how to, he's related to like chickadees and things, so he uses his feet to hold the mealworms and then he manipulates them and whatnot. And sometimes when he does that, Peter and Molly are like, well, I'll take that. And he's like, no. But he's never over the top. So he's really confident bird, and he does a really nice job with all of them. He's very, yeah, he's good. So And he and Peter and Molly have been living together for 5 months, so they would be a nice group to move in to the warming cage first. And they will also be the most likely birds to show the other birds how to get in and out. They've done it before, they lived in there before, so have most of these guys. And they communicate well with each other. So for example, the firefinches, Rhett is really comfortable, the male, going in and out of the warming area, but then the female, she's kind of, I'm not sure how bright she is. She can't figure out how to get out, so she looks at where he is, and she's like, I can't figure out how to get out, and then they peep, 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 they're all worried. And he has to show her a bunch of times, and then she figures out to go through the door, not to go directly to wherever he happens to be in the main aviary. So there's a plan here. Okay, let's hook the cage up. It's, you know, they might explore it right away, they might not. But let me get that going. Okay, this is my usually irresistible transfer cage. So there are the two doors lined up. Millet spray sticking through, branch nearby on both sides. Nest, more millet. And then there's that, if I pull that out, the door into this cage drops down. So I don't have to bug them too much. And hopefully we will catch some of these guys while I'm going off and doing some other chores in the aviary. All right, watering dishes, cleaning dishes for the aviary and the warming area. For the next couple of days, I'm not going to run the stream, and I'm going to give them water from bowls they're used to, because if I ever need to add supplements, I need them to be comfortable just where to get water from. And including the next couple days, I'm going to put in some multivitamins, Nectin S, because it's going to be stressful to move. Even if I think they're moving into a better situation, they don't know that, and just any change is kind of stressful. So I'm going to supplement, I'm going to add that to their water, which I think helps, or I understand helps. Gonna get the oyster shells and the egg shells and whatnot in there. Nobody's in the transfer cage yet. We have to help that. One dilemma that I've got is it's still pretty cold out, and my plan was to move them into the warming area, make sure they know where it is, make sure they know where food and water is, and that it's warmer, or a more consistent temperature than in the main aviary. But every time I open the door into the warming area, it's going to let cold air in because the screened porch is not warmed, is not heated. It'd be better if I let them go directly into the main aviary because that is warm. So I got to think about that. All right, I'm going to finish doing that. Okay, warming area first. What? These are my little isopods. As I can tell, they're doing absolutely nothing. Crawling around. Probably too early to assume they would do anything. I don't know how long to let that run. it goes too long, then it just means, you know, it's inefficient. Every day they're going to be adding more debris, so. Okay. The birds, I mean. So that is a mixture of regular seed and orchard grass. As we'll make up. I may as well make up the parallel sets for the things that I am going to do. All right. I know. I overfeed. I get it. Okay. 2 seed stations so that if there's a bully, although there should not be, nobody should be bullying. You can't control both feed locations at the same time. Okay. I know, and you're gonna make sure there's no bullies, right, bud? Okay, so the only other thing really the warming area needs is water. Main area. I spill seeds all the time. Okay, so this is pelleted. This is a mixture of different kinds of bug food. It's pellets, baby shrimp, Daphnia. Yeah, that's what it is, those 3 things. They don't like it much, but I figure I'll stick it in there. You never know, in a new environment, they might decide they're hungry for it. Oyster shells. Grate some more. Okay. Alrighty, so there's that. These I don't need right now. This is commercial egg food. Notice that I cut all my dishes down. I mentioned in a previous video that I think generally dishes are too big. They're like dog food dishes. Way bigger than they need to be. All right. I'll come back for the water. Sprouted seed and the egg food that I make up will go in if I actually move anybody. But this stuff is all fine to be in there and ready to go. Oh, regular eggshells. Yeah, why not? Can't have too many eggshells. Oh, that's right. I gotta take out all the nesting boxes. I do put eggshells in my mix as well. Okay. All right, let's move into the aviary and get this stuff over there. How am I going to do that? Didn't think that through very well. Finally found a use for a baking pan. Okay, that goes in the warming area. Warming area. Seeds. Seeds. Good. Okay, that's it. Not that it matters how that goes, particularly, but if I put them in the same location, then I can see who's eating what. All right. Okay. You can see my dilemma. I put the first set of birds in there, that's great, I close it down, I close this. It's warm. It's nice and warm. Then I bring more birds, open it up, cold air rushes in. I can't do it. That's not the way to go for today. Either I gotta wait, or I gotta find a different approach. Okay, that's useless. They never used it. Not useless, it might be good for nest material. And I'll put the seed hanger there. Okay, that's that. I gotta get rid of the nest boxes. Getting warmer outside, the fan's running. That's 1, 2. Okay, and the fourth one is already out. All right, I'm gonna put these guys away. Good morning. Okay, as you can see by my fancy outfit, it's the next day. There's still no birds in the aviary. I mentioned I didn't have an answer. I was going to move the birds in this direction. I didn't have an answer for that, but I had a thought overnight, and I'm wondering here's my idea. If I took this panel off, I would have access to this door down here. I could hook the transfer cage onto this door down here. Birds would exit, they fly up. Then I can open and close that door without them escaping. And even if they did, it would be no big deal. And because, yes, I would have to open this door to get them into the aviary, but because this is warm and that's warm, now they can take their time to move in and out of the transfer cage without me rushing them or putting pressure on them or catching them. So, this is just held on with those window latches. Oh, I forgot about this guy. I do not want you coming down on my head. That is not glass. It's plexi, or it's thin plexiglass. So let me put you over here. Okay. Make that easier to get in and out, for sure. Okay, so that's the current plan. Once they go in there and I get everybody moved in, my thinking is I'll just put this all back together, put the transfer door in, open it up, and then let them come out as they would like. And part of the reason that I'm working on all of this, or maybe jumping the gun a little bit on the temperature, is because normally I'm working and I can't watch the birds all day as they figure out how to come back into this space. But I am not working this week and maybe not for the foreseeable future. So this is a good time to do it. All the birds are in. To get this back up. Okay, guys, you are safe. You're safe. soon as that goes in, they can get into, oops, get into the aviary. So, water. Oh, they're so mad at me. So mad. Oh, you can't even really see them in there.